Yes, and with me from Geneva is UNHCR spokesman Adrian Edwards. Mr. Edwards, thanks very much for being with us. Good evening.
Good evening.
So before getting into the responsibility and the blame, what's a bit of the latest on this rescue going on now still in the Mediterranean seas?
This has been a very dramatic weekend, as you may know. On the early hours late on Saturday night, we heard the first reports of this boat having overturned. There's been a long rescue operation. People have just been brought ashore today in Malta and also in Catania in Sicily. We are at the moment looking at these numbers now look like they're confirmed. About 700 people have drowned. Only about 28 or so have been brought alive from this. So it is a tragedy of really different proportions to anything we've seen before.
On the same day, Adrian, we heard reports of there were some distress signals also from similar areas of the sea. Any update on that, if that was in fact another disaster in the making or standard?
There are other incidents being reported today, several others, in fact, and rescue operations underway there too. And this is symptom really of this escalating problem of more and more people crossing the Mediterranean. And if I might just go back to one of the comments from earlier in the introduction, this is no longer just a migrant flow. It has become a refugee flow too. Globally, we're seeing record high levels of forced displacement from conflict, from wars. We're also seeing an increase in numbers of people coming across the Mediterranean, many of them from major refugee-producing countries, including Syria, Somalia, Eritrea, and others. And we're seeing more people losing their lives in the process. So that fundamentally is why we have been seeking to address this from the point of view of saving lives. If we cannot resolve the original source of these problems, the conflicts, then the focus has to be on saving lives, better rescue at sea, better efforts to dissuade or disincentivize these journeys to the extent that's possible within an asylum situation.
So speaking exactly of that, of the original problems and just how complex it is, how do you sort of reconcile, on one hand, refugees, thousands of refugees who do need to leave their own country, and the EU, who is having trouble absorbing them and taking responsibility for it?
There are two issues here. One is the migration story, how Europe deals with an increase in migration via the Mediterranean. The other story is how does Europe deal with the challenge of increasing numbers of people fleeing wars, fleeing for their lives, needing safe haven and refuge. And that's the asylum challenge. And that has to be looked at in addition to the rescue capacity on the Mediterranean. There also has to be a proper disembarkation process, a whole load of other measures,
right,
all along this journey to address the challenge.
Hopefully at this next EU meeting that's being called for next week, some of those things will actually be on the table. Adrian Edwards, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.